Welcome to Mentor Mike's Real-Time Video Trading Room for Friday, January 16th, 2015. Come and watch me make a grand day. Okay, now I took this trade a few moments before starting the video because I saw the opportunity present itself. I am in a long scalp here. Took the trade at 5:32. It's just been about 1 minute, and we're getting close to our target. I will come back when we are a bit closer, and hopefully we can see the target get hit on camera. All right, so now let's take a look at a few other things. This past Monday, I was invited to participate in an online panel discussion at timingresearch.com, and one of the topics was, what is our prediction for what the market is going to do this week? And I said that I thought it was going to go down. So I would like to share with you the few minutes that I spent on camera discussing that topic. Here it is.
Cool. Yeah. All right, Mike, let's go over to you. Based on any fundamental or technical indicators you want to use, would you guess that the S&P index will be higher by the end of this week, and that's Friday's close of January 16th, or lower?
Well, I'm going to agree with Jim and say that I think it's going to go lower, and I'm actually a little more confident. I'd put it at about 80%, but I feel that way for considerably different reasons. I am very much of a technical trader. When people ask me, what kind of trader am I, fundamental versus technical, I say, well, I'm about 95% a technical trader, and what I mean by that is, if information about the market comes across my desk, I'm going to pay attention to it because it would be foolish and arrogant not to. But I've always subscribed to the belief that the fundamentals tell us what a market should be doing, but technicals actually show us what it is doing. And
right.
And I believe that whatever is known about a market is already being reflected in how the price moves and that sort of thing. So I always have felt that technicals are superior. And in this particular case, there is a very basic pattern which I have found to be remarkably reliable over the years. Charles Dow, I think, was the first guy to write about it. He called it a failure swing, but some of our listeners may be more familiar with it, having been popularized by a guy named Ken Roberts, who called it 1, 2, 3 tops and bottoms. We got a 1, 2, 3 top going on right now. There was a high around December 26th in the S&P, and then we had a low. I think it was around the 6th, and then it's popped back up to a high here within the last couple of days, around the 8th or thereabouts, and the market is heading lower. And the way it looked today has simply bolstered my confidence that it's going to head in that direction. So that's the way I read it. There's some other things as well. One of the techniques that I use in my trading is a key moving average that I refer to as a trend-defining moving average. And I've found that a moving average of a length of about 144 bars, it's a good Fibonacci number. What you'll have is the price will oscillate around that. You'll have highs above it and you'll have lows below it. And essentially what I try to do is trade those swings. And we are below the trend-defining moving average on the 3 time frames that I watch right now, which is the 1 minute, 5 minute, and 21 minute. So that coupled with the 1, 2, 3 top that we just made tells me that the odds favor this thing going down, but I have to hedge a little bit as well. I tell my students, there is no signal, there is no indicator, there is no reaction to fundamentals that you can rely on 100% of the time. If that were the case, then you would, in effect, have discovered the holy grail of trading, and that would pretty much be the end of trading as we know it, because that secret wouldn't stay a secret for very long, and pretty soon you'd have trouble finding people to take the other side of your trades.
Yeah.
So the sad fact is that trading is both science and art, and but in this case, like I say, I'm about 80% sure we're going to see this thing go lower by Friday.
Okay. I'm a little disappointed in this.
Okay, thanks for watching that. I hope you found it interesting. We'll take a look at how my um, prediction fares here. In fact, we can take a look right now. Here's my longer term chart. Now, here is Monday, where I made that prediction that the market would go lower, and here we are down here now on the start of Friday. And this is where we left off at the day session. You can see we've got what appears to be a perfect five-wave pattern, and I'm thinking that our ultimate bottom is going to be out here somewhere. So I think that I nailed it pretty good as far as my prediction on Monday as to where we'd be on Friday. So, and these are not Fibonacci, excuse me, these are not Elliott wave numbers. These are something else. But I think we will see this thing definitely go lower by today. But at the moment,
Target filled.
it is going higher, and you just saw our target get filled. That was a 13 tick scalp dictated by the average true range on our 5-minute chart. And on that one trade, you can see I made $1,147.50. Now, it's a bit more impressive than that because instead of the usual $6 per contract charge, I actually used a $35 per contract charge. Why? Because we're going to be featuring an auto trading program shortly, and when you have someone else trade your account for you, of course, you have to expect to pay more money. So let me show you something. Okay, here is the performance summary for my the account that I'm trading here. This account is called POV4. That is a reference to my trading method. POV stands for price, oscillator, and volume. And there's our net profit of $1,147.50. But note the commission entry. It's $315. Well, I'm trading 9 contracts, and if you multiply 9 times 35, it's 315. 9 times 6, the usual charge is 54. So even with this higher per contract transaction cost, I can earn $1,000 a day. And if you'd like me to earn $1,000 a day for you, then here's what you need to do. We are in the process of finalizing our arrangements with Stryker Securities in Chicago. They specialize in system and discretionary trading methodologies that allow their clients to open accounts and have their accounts traded by professionals. This is my first entry here on my POV system. You can see the developer is listed as Mentor Mike, Pacific Trading Academy. Now, we're not quite ready to open our doors for business, but we're hoping to do that very soon. I've got a conference call with the principals at Stryker coming up early next week. But I think you folks who are interested in making money in the markets but just simply don't have the time to do the trading yourself because of employment obligations or caregiving obligations might want to look into this. Now, bear with me one more second here. I also want to tell you about my new webinar coming up next week. It's going to be on Thursday, January 22nd, 2015. And it'll be at 2 p.m. Pacific time. That's 5 p.m. Eastern time. The title is Mentor Mike's 1K a Day Market Blueprint. And let me read you the promo material here very quickly. 30-year trading veteran Mike Bridges of Pacific Trading Academy in Los Angeles has been mentoring other traders for nearly 15 years. It will actually be 15 next month, as a matter of fact. His trading goal for himself and his students is to earn $1,000 a day in the market. Does that sound like an unreachable goal? You will think differently after you check out any of the recent posts from Mike's live trading room at, and then there's a link there to my blog. Join Mike this Thursday, January 22nd, 2015 at 2 p.m. Pacific time for a free webinar where he will reveal his personal blueprint for earning 1K a day. His topics will include the combination of market and method that makes the most profit in the least time and with the least amount of capital. POV, the key elements in accurate prediction of price movement, price, oscillator, and volume. The color-coded indicator signals your brain is already programmed to spot immediately. The two critical external metrics that will allow you to substitute mathematics for emotions when setting profit targets and trailing stops. The mathematics of Mike's peeling off strategy, including how to create a free trade, upside potential with almost no chance of loss. And his amazing CFB mode, his come from behind technique that increases a trade's profitability without increasing the number of contracts traded or the trade's maximum loss potential. In addition to many practical takeaways you can put to use in your own trading right away, Mike will be offering a generous tuition discount on his mentoring course and trading room package only to a limited number of attendees. If you've ever thought of working with Mike, there will never be a better opportunity. Last but definitely not least, if you would like to profit from the markets but just don't have the time to trade for yourself, come to hear about Mike's upcoming auto trading program. Soon you can have Mike trade for you using the same methods he developed for his live trading room. All right, so you'll be hopefully receiving an email very soon that will give you the registration information, and I'm going to put that link out where you can see it here in just a moment, so bear with me. Okay, here's a reminder. It's Mentor Mike's 1K a Day Market Blueprint. It's going to be Thursday, January 22nd, 2015 at 2 p.m. Pacific Time. And there's the registration link for GoToWebinar. Now, if you've been to previous webinars, you're on our mailing list. But if you want to get a jump on the crowd, this is how you do it. Write this down, HTTPS, that means it's a secure website, //attendee.gotowebinar.com/register/. Now, every webinar has that much in the registration link that's always the same. The unique part is the number at the end. And it's a big, long number, so grab your pencil and jot this down. 772-408-824-069-525-2225. Now, my shows are usually pretty well attended, and there is limited space. So register as soon as you can, and I hope to see you there. And let's conclude by taking one last look at today's trade. I entered it at 533 and we hit our target at 540. So we made $1,147.50 in 7 minutes, and we did it even in the face of a $315 transaction cost. So we're pretty darn good at what we do over here at Pacific Trading Academy, folks. So if you're watching this, you're obviously interested in trading. So be sure and see me at that webinar. And if you haven't already visited our website, please do. PacificTradingAcademy.com. If you want to learn more about my particular trading, go to the blog link, Mentor Mike's Market Movie. I've got postings here for what has gone on in our trading room going back for months and months. And if you're interested in learning more about working with me in my course and trading room package, go to Enrollment, Mike Bridges Mentoring Course and Trading Room, and there at that link you can read all about it. All right, that's it for now. We'll see you at the webinar, and hopefully I can count many of you among my new students. Bye-bye for now.